All right, good morning. Good morning. It is 6:30 a.m. March 5th. We are checking out GJ, EJ, and gold. I'm going to be doing a breakdown for all three right now. Now we got some guys coming in. Let's take a look at what's going on here. There he is.
How are we?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, all good, all good. Happy Friday.
Good shit, man. Yes, you got some back testing this week, huh?
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me and Giovanni are sitting down on Monday at I think it's 6 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock your time, I think, or something
Okay.
like that. And we're back testing some gold together. So
Nice. That's awesome.
yes,
You guys
sir.
just gonna do like a random date? Are you gonna like do last week or like what are you guys
Yeah.
planning on?
So you said about doing like 2020. So I've done like January 2020, and we're gonna sit down and probably just go from like maybe March or February 2020.
Nice.
Um, just do it because yeah, why not? Absolutely, gotta grind iron with iron.
Absolutely, man. Iron sharpens iron.
Yes, sir.
Hey
Good
you
morning,
guys,
fellas. Good
how you
morning.
doing, Christian? Mana?
Yo,
Good.
what's up?
Hey, come on.
Awesome. Just got
Tell
in
you,
from
getting
a
up this
drive.
morning was tough.
What's up? Yeah, how was London?
Yeah, it's fine. There wasn't anything to take. So I was looking at buys on GJ, but nothing came up, and I just didn't take anything. So I wasn't really bothered to trade today. Like I had a decent week risk wise, so I was just happy enough to kind of sit on the sideline and just if the move came up and I liked it, I would have taken it, but it didn't come, so I just left it.
There you go. I was gonna do a full breakdown on all three pairs. Just start doing that in the morning because some of you don't watch the Asian breakdown, which is completely fine. But
Yeah,
I feel like I've been going into the live streams kind of assuming that you guys have,
yeah,
by not doing the full breakdown. So I'm just gonna do a full breakdown for you guys every day instead of just assuming that.
yeah.
Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Like who's in the house? We got James Little. All right, so GJ, obviously you guys know how the higher time frames are working. I mark off this bearish trend line over here because I see this as a target. If you're looking over here, you got a previous resistance. And if you look at the monthly, it's even clearer. But you got this area right in here, 156, you could call it. And then if you bring it even lower, right over here, this looks like the more accurate level. So 155 flat. Someone's writing in the chat.
It's just James.
Awesome. He's out and about. So, okay, so we got 155 flat. Price is coming up. Now, the current monthly candle, the March candle, already filled the wick that the February candle left, right? So it's just pumping up. And then if you look at the weekly, we got this week of March 1st already filling the previous February wick. So is it just going to continue bullish, or are we going to get some kind of correction right here after retesting the highs that we retested or that we created last week? So right over here, we have a resistance over here at 150. So I like to mark 150 off. Always mark off key levels, right? Just so you know the pit stops, if you will, where price is going to come up into. We have these candle body closes over here, 153. So these are all obviously psychological levels that price could be coming up into. Now, looking at the weekly as well, you have this bearish trend that we've broken. Over here. Awesome. Just Just going to go through the higher time frames a little bit quicker. Okay, so we got this resistance right up here, right? Most recent support and resistance. Previous support, price created this high, came down, created the support, and continued bullish. This is what we've been looking at all the time on GJ, especially on the lower time frames, but especially right now, looking at the 4 hour, we created this high, and we came up and retested it yesterday. Candle body closes, wick came up, got rejected. This wick came up and closed bearish. And now we've been in this range, but it looks like we're heading down. So going by most recent support and resistance, got the support right here. And then you potentially have a next target if price closes below this area on the higher time frames, on the 4 hour. Now, quickly, we're just going to draw this 4 hour trend. And not only that, but we have another one right up here. Okay. Now, if you look, price used this previous support and the trend line that it was in and started pushing bullish, right? Created this high up here. We're in this channel. Now, right over here, let me get rid of this line. We already know that's there. 4 hour, now we're at the 1 hour. We're in this range, so we're waiting for a close below. We just rejected this previous support over here. Now, you could technically put it right over here. Like this is the entire range right here. Got this previous resistance, now previous support over here. But you want to close below this area on the lower time frame. So looking at the 30-minute, now this looks a little bit clearer. So you want to close below 149.650 before price continues bearish. Now, I like the fact that we're forming this resistance right over here. Now, if we break out of this range over here, we get a clean move to the left. Now, it looks like we're about to close below. How many pips do we have to come right back down to this area?
20, I think.
Got about 25 pips. But that's our next level right there.
Mm-hmm.
So if we close below the this support over here, because price closed here and just shot up, right? Now, are we going to see the same complete correction as we did over here? That's what it looks like. We basically already got it. But are we going to continue bearish down to this support and down into this key level before we start heading up next week to retest that level? Right? That's a key area right over here where price could be coming back into to create that support and continue bullish. So that's what we're waiting on GJ right now. We got some not clean movement to the left, but I could definitely see price once we close below this area, we could get a clean move down and then continuing down through there with New York volume to continue bearish. Now, looking at any kind of news coming out. Now we have NFP. Nothing for the pound, really. Refresh this. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Fifth. I was back testing NFP yesterday. There we go. Yeah, nothing too important when it comes to the pound. Any news come out? Wow. So the yen, Japan extended their emergency by 2 weeks. So, you know, the pound should be going up. Pound yen should be going up with that. Maybe this was the reaction to it. Let's check it out. When did this come out? 6:17 a.m. So this could have been that reaction to it. Right over here. And we're just continuing bearish. Wow. What are you guys looking at this morning?
Had nothing myself. Like again, I was just looking at GJ, but
Yeah.
again, I didn't see any clean moves. Like so, I was more looking for buys if we started to push up. I thought that news would have pushed us into but to reverse what we were doing right now, making like a downward channel, but it didn't obviously. So yeah, no, I don't think I would. Well, again, I don't think I'd take sales because it's not as clean as you'd want it to be.
Choppy.
Exactly, and it's just if it comes down, I don't see it pushing the whole 25 pips down. Stopping up a tiny bit earlier. You might catch 10 pips, but for me, the sales at the moment with GJ, I know we're kind of in a downward channel right now, but I wouldn't be taking sales. It's just not clean enough for me. Like,
yeah, absolutely. It's just not worth it on a Friday.
No, exactly.
Like you want to blow your profits that you made all week on a Friday. Exactly. Probably not. Looks like we're respecting this trend over here.
Yes, it's like it comes out of its bearish channel, and then it might move into a small bullish channel, but it then reverses straight back into another bearish channel. So it's just kind of consolidating, like.
Exactly. Again, it's just not worth it. But you do want to close below this area, but you got a lot of choppy traffic over here. So that's GJ. That's what we're waiting for. Let's see if price does close below the support. Looking at EJ, what I'm going to do is keep these up here. But if you guys look, price on EJ, we're just pushing up. Again, previous month, February, created this wick. We already created the bottom wick, it looks like, for EJ for what's it called, March. And it looks like we're starting to fill this wick up here. So looking at the weekly, same thing. You're looking at March as February's weekly candle last week. Created that wick. Now we're starting to come up and fill that wick. We already created a bottom wick right here. Now, let's get rid of this. We already cleared this level, 127,100. Price is coming up into this psychological level of 133, which it already tapped last week. Now it's starting to come up and fill that wick. Looking at the daily, we have this previous support right over here where price wicked into. Now it's just starting to push up. There hasn't been much volume in EJ. That's why you see these candle bodies so small, and also the wicks are so big and going back and forth, and also passing the low of the previous and then passing the high of the previous as well. It's just been a little rangy in here, just gradually starting to come up. So looking at the 4-hour now, we are in this secondary bullish trend, right? But we're in a range over here that we want price to close above. Starting to create resistance over here again. Another range. It's Friday. We could be waiting for a lot of economic data coming out when it comes to NFP. It's not going to affect EJ too much, but it could be just the end of Friday and price ranging a little bit in here. Now, if we get a close below this area, might be able to catch a move to the left. But again, we're printing sideways on a Friday. So do you want to get involved in that? Or do you want to wait for price to close above this resistance at 129,600 and retest the high right up here that I previously created? That's my bias. wait for support to be formed and price to continue bullish and catch this move right up here. That's probably the best move that you could get. You don't want to be continuing to trade in here and just kind of getting this mess of sideways candles and wicks. It starts to get a little bit messy once you get up to there. So put that there. You want price to close below that area. Technically, you want price to close below this area and kind of reject this, form support over here, and then continue bullish into this range over here. Because we keep getting rejected by this area. If you look at the 30-minute created support, this wick came all the way down. I'm sure it's going to come back down to this support, but is it going to close and form support and continue bullish? Because we are bullish on EJ. Now, for gold, we're just pushing down. Looks like we are coming into this area over here. We had a couple good scenarios with gold last night. Get a good move on gold. So we're just pushing down. We're in this channel, in this corrective state. You know, global economy starting to open back up. We're getting a lot of positive news about vaccines and stuff like that. And that's why you see gold to start, starting to just, I mean, not starting. It's been in this state right now, but you see it just kind of tanking a little bit. First creating this support over here, coming right back down into the support. We broke this bullish trend over here. Came up, retested it. Now we're continuing to push bearish. Got this resistance right here. And we got this support right down here. It could be coming into. And again, today's NFP. So just be aware of that. We're going to wait for that today. That might be the move. It should be the move. Creating support right over here. And we're probably just ranging until we do get that data coming out. And as long as we break this little range right over here, could be either heading south to retest, let's call it 1680 flat, or we got this resistance right up here. So if we break here, we got clean moves to the left. If we come up here and close above resistance, we got a clean move to the left that we could come back into this range. Or as we've seen on gold, price has these order blocks. Then it comes up to retest that order block, creating a resistance over here and then continuing bearish. So we'll see what ends up happening. But again, we're waiting for NFP. That's one of the biggest economic events that we could possibly pretty much look for. So that's what we're looking at. So let's take a look at London session. What'd you guys look at? So GJ. I hope he didn't take that. We would have gotten faked out. Did you guys see these back testing trades I would have taken?
Yeah, I saw them yesterday.
Awesome. Did these help at all?
Yeah. Were they all back tested?
So some of them I took. Let's see. Or no, yeah, no, these are all back tested. I went back in the previous weeks, just to see what I would have taken, and I was back testing on the rewind tool. So I took them on the rewind tool and ended up getting them. So these are some of the trades I would have taken. Yeah, but I just thought I'd throw these in here and let you guys see what I was looking at.
Yeah, it's always good to see ideas.
100%. That's why, it's so important for everyone to send their charts so that they can get it analyzed. And let's see, James Martin, good. This is nice. Trade idea on high risk setup. Okay. When did he send this morning? I'll get back to these later. So it looks like we're rejecting this support right over here. More 4-minute support. It's 652 right now. Let's see if we got anything when it comes to news. Do you guys like Mana? Do you ever click on these and end up reading the articles? You're on mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, I used to do it more often back then to learn the basics and everything. I don't read a lot of articles about crypto, but
Yeah,
I read like the scheduled ones, like the NFP, not NFT. Just that crypto thing.
Yeah, it's always good to get an update on kind of what's going on and what you're looking at, and just to get a background of some of the moves and what happened in the last session. Japan.
That's something I should definitely get more into.
Yeah, you just want to like stay super curious in the market, right? You want to understand like, why is price doing this? Why is price doing that? How can I catch this? How can I catch that? Always just like a sponge, and also just super curious over what's going on in the market.
Half the economies of the world are just shut down at the moment, Yeah, exactly.
Chicken on the boys.
Well, that's the Raja stream.
Yeah, I was just checking on them to see what they were up to. I haven't seen. It's so weird not being on those anymore.
Yeah.
After like a year and a half.
True. When did you join?
About a year and a half ago.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I was in the gulag for about a month, and then I was just like, I'm getting this.
Yeah, I remember being the gulag too on the YouTube. Just I used to take notes, just didn't understand what the hell was going on. I was used to swing trading. It goes kind of fast when you're not used to it.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah.
100%.
I mean, I remember being confused for at least a week before adapting to that style.
Being confused, what, like being in the stream?
Yeah, on the stream, you're just not understanding why they would do certain things and everything.
True. And that's good because you know you're learning from what they're doing, understanding what they're trying to do. And then, you know, after a couple of weeks you start to understand, okay, they're doing this, they're doing that, like this is why they're doing that. And you know, that's how you learn, especially if you rewatch these and you gauge your performance, like, you know, watch film on like our sessions and then later on go back and you know, like I said, watch the film and see what you could have done better. Watch price move slowly again, go through the entire session. Okay, I would have done this instead of doing that. You know?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
That and back testing, man.
Oh, dude. Back
Definitely
testing
need
is essential.
to keep doing more of this.
So it looks like we got like a fake app. What was it?
Who was talking?
No, that was me.
No.
Who was
I thought
talking?
someone else tried to say something. I was just about to say I need to get onto more back testing and watching rewatching the streams.
So the way you guys get confident and the way you guys like really understand what's going on is if you're maybe not confident right now, or maybe even you're lacking motivation a little bit, just take action. Just go back test. Throw your phone on the other side of the room and back test for like an hour. That'll get you motivated.
Yeah, I did that.
Motivate yourself by taking action. Trust me, it's the best kind of motivation.
Yeah, it worked well this week, man. I did this week, one session a day. Just no rewind of the streams though.
You did 3 sessions a day?
No. One back testing session a day.
Oh, okay.
1 hour. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at GJ Boys here. This was a move I was actually looking for during London. I suppose we're still in London here, but it was the move I was looking for. I was looking for it to come back up, form a support at like 149, 830, 845 on the 5 minute, and then take a buy on that basis as it passed maybe a week of the previous after it forms the support. But I didn't get it obviously, but I think I'm hoping we can get it maybe now if we can close above the range and then retest on the 5 minute.
Yeah, to me this looks like a fake out.
Yeah.
Right over here. I've seen this many times. Price comes down, closes below, closes right back into the range, past the high of this candle over here. It could be retesting the support on the 5 minute time frame, and then we get a close above that area on the 15, maybe, you know, after 7:15, you know, 7:30. That's when you start to get a little volume. 7:45 before the New York Open, and then we could take this out because we got a clean move to the left that we're looking at. So my next target, if we do get a close above that area.
Yeah, it's a clean move to the left. See, this is what I was waiting for, because when we were looking and coming back down the other side, it was just really, really choppy. Whereas on this side, we have that huge candle with, I think it's 4 hour candle, and it's just clean all the way back up. So
yeah, I'm looking at the 4 hour right now. It looks like we tapped into this area over here. It still is a 4 hour candle that's bearish with a wick to fill, right? We just haven't closed below this area. We're just rejecting it right now. Looking at the 2 hour. Now the 1 hour came up, snapped up. Now we're creating that support, but what are we doing right now? Now we're getting this bearish candle starting to form. Does this close bearish at 7:30? That's going to be tricky for buyers, wouldn't you say?
yeah, exactly. It's just not. This is literally what it was doing yesterday, though, where it was just wicking up and down on the 15-minute candles, and we just couldn't get a clean entry, or we couldn't get a clean indication of where exactly it was happening, you know?
Yeah. To me, this is just kind of going to range maybe until New York. Let's see.
Ranging into an NFP or something.
This is why you always want to check the higher time frames, because if we get a bullish close over here or a close above this area, these are buys. But you always continue to like filter through all the time frames to see like where candles are printing. So it looks like we formed this bottom wick, but we're rejecting the candle by the closes over here to the left, right, on the daily. We got this top wick formed, bottom wick formed. Now we're rejecting. So is price, I mean, we're still bullish on the higher time frames. So we're rejecting this area over here. We could just be correcting to then form support and continue bullish. Yeah, I like the way the 1 hour is. So if we get a pass to the high of this candle right here, this 1 hour doji candle, that could be buys to come right back up. Make sense? So always going through the different time frames, studying candles, studying the previous wicks. That should be in your trading plan. You know, you should have like that checklist a little bit in your trading plan where it's like, okay, do this, do that. You have 2 opportunities to take a trade. Different reminders for yourself of what to do before taking a trade. I always filter through the higher time frames before entering something. So this is a critical area price is at right now. What's it gonna do? You ever see that video of McGregor, Nathan? He's like, "What's he gonna do?"
Yeah. I was watching a video of him yesterday. You know the way he has his whiskey, the whiskey business now. He was in like a shop in or like a garage stop in Ireland somewhere, and everyone has to wear masks when you go into the shops and all. I'm not sure if it's the same over in the US, but he walks in, his shaved head, it's as shiny as a bowling ball, and he walks in without no mask on, and he's like, "Do you have the proper 12 there?" It's just like...
It's hilarious. What do you guys think of him over there? He's like the everything, right?
Look, yeah, he's done a lot for done a lot for the country. He's brought a lot of controversy into the country, you know. And I think he was for a while
attention.
A lot, exactly. He was a big role model for a lot of people that grew up in a similar background. But I think he's attracted the wrong type of attention, and he's done a lot of controversial things where, you know, I don't think he's a role model anymore. And I don't see a lot. There's actually a lot of people in Ireland that when he fights, they actually want him to lose. They want him. They don't want to see him win, like, because they don't like the person. Yeah, like it's since all of the controversy about like the stuff with like obviously with him doing specific things to different people, you know. So,
well, like the old dude at the bar.
Well, see, that was the start of it. I don't think that was kind of just I think that was just kind of one of those things where people were like scumbag. But the things he's done, like in terms of like, you know, I've heard of things that he's done in terms like with different women and stuff like that, you know, going off his wife and all, you know. There again, there's nothing. What is it?
Is that true?
I've seen videos. I've seen a few videos of him. One video of him like knocked out, unconscious on a bed, and there's a girl like taking a video of herself and him, and he's just in the background lying on the bed, like, and you know it's him because you can see the tattoo on his back that goes down his spine, and you can see it's him and stuff. But and like she is like, she looks like a homeless person is what is the way I would put it. Like she doesn't look like she's not like one of these types of girls that, you know, you would expect to like cheat on your wife with, basically. Like, but yeah, I don't know. It's there's a lot of controversy around him, to be honest. Like, and I don't think, yeah, as an adult and as a parent, I don't really think you'd probably be like, oh, when look at the things that Conor McGregor has achieved in his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At one stage, you probably would have said it, but there's a lot. Yeah, he's a huge like person in terms of like in Ireland. Like if you've seen him out and stuff like that, of course you'd like say how's things. Yeah, can I get a photo and all that? But
yeah, that's sticky, man.
Very.
That's a shame. Yeah, him coming up, man. I followed him all the way from the. I think it was Diego Brandao. One of the first fights when he started coming up, and then the fight with Chad Mendes instantly became one of my favorite fights ever. When I saw that live, and that was right after the Rory McDonald and Robbie Lawler
fight. That was an absolute war. And what was it like? Oh, I remember that knockout. That was a stupid knockout as well.
It wasn't. It was just a TKO because what's his face? His nose was broken so bad.
Didn't he have like his ear hanging off as well or something?
No, that was a different fight. I know
that was a different fight. He's a psychopath, man. That guy is like he looks like such a normal.
His lip was so bad.
Like
yeah, but the whole octagon was showered in blood.
Yeah,
from that fight. That. And then you watch the Conor McGregor fight with
and the eyebrow got done in.
Yeah, I was those are two of the craziest fights on a main card I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So we're looking for gold over here.
Are you gonna watch the UFC this weekend?
Yeah, we got what's his face, right?
Israel Adesanya against Blachowicz.
You guys undefeated, right? The Adesanya?
Yeah. Yes.
Crazy. Yeah.
He's a beast.
Damn.
Let that close in this 15 minute, and then could look at a nice buy if it pops back down.
It's the same thing.
I want to close above this area on the 15-minute.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If it could just come straight back in, like because exactly. I wouldn't be taking it if it was that like so.
Yeah, I've been taking riskier trades than normal the past couple of days. Just kind of dumb it down and kind of get back to the roots of when you start to risk a little bit differently and I don't know, take different setups that you're not used to. You always got to just dumb it down and be like, all right, it's completely fine to learn from it and move forward.
I think it's because the market has been a bit strange. Like the setups haven't been as clean as you probably would have wanted.
Absolutely. And so you start manufacturing moves when it comes to that and taking trades you normally wouldn't take.
Yeah.
But like I'm not gonna sit here and blame the market. Like these are my
no.
I know you know that.
No, absolutely. I think that there's a lot of people though that over the last few days have been like, oh fuck GJ and all this. And it's just like such a victim mentality as that you had said in the very first place. It's like you're the person that's taking the trade. If the trade's not on and you're not comfortable, then why would you turn around afterwards and be like, oh, like the fuck the market and fuck GJ and all this? It just makes no sense. Like
people saying like fuck GJ during New York, fuck GJ.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's frustrating, absolutely, and it's different type of movement, but it's not like you are the person that enters the trade. You're the person that has to be like take the ownership, you know what I mean?
100%. Like where's that mentality gonna get you ever in anything?
Exactly.
Go over it in the course. Like that shit's not even welcome here.
No.
Gio, how you doing, buddy? Can you hear me? working.
Oh, this morning was very tough getting up.
Was it?
So tough.
Yeah.
I was like I've got up at 5:45 like most mornings this week. And because me and Matei were doing like the pre London sessions, like, so I was fine with it. But this morning I let myself I set my alarm that tiny bit later. Like it was 6:30 was when I was going to get up. Like it was actually 45 minutes, but because I knew that I wasn't going to look at the charts pre Asia or pre London, so I was like, fair enough. But I don't know. I woke up and I was just like so tired, but I rolled out of bed and onto the bike.
Yeah, man. I told you it's gonna start getting hard, wasn't it?
So tough, man. It's so tough.
Yeah.
I was like, but I am like tomorrow. I'm not doing a cycle in the morning. I'm like gonna do a workout because I have to go get my eyes done. I've got like an eye test and like get new glasses and stuff like that. So, I'm doing that tomorrow, and then I'm doing back testing session tomorrow evening, and making some homemade chicken wings tonight because I can't get like a takeaway, and then yeah, I'm gonna have those tonight, so I'm looking forward to that.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, I saw that quote by this boxer called John King Kong Carroll is his name. He's an Irish boxer. He's really, really good. He fights out of one of the gyms out in like Mallorca or something. But he was saying this morning he was literally taking a video of himself beside like this, like it was just ice cold. Well, it wasn't ice cold, but looked kind of like a cold pool. There was no like heating or anything. He was just like, I really don't want to get in, and he was just like sitting in his car like an hour later, and he was like, look how different I look in the face. You know, I'm much more awake. And he was like, successful people deserve to be successful because they do the things that normal people don't do. So I like that.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it's there's so many different quotes out there, and so many things to drive you.
I know.
What's it called? Gary on the fitness train New York session. Gio sent a trade in here. GJ. Yeah, so Gio, if you could hear me, we just want price to clear this range right over here before we come up into this area. Now, how many pips do we have to potentially come up into here? 20, but also, you know, the most recent support and resistance, we have a clean move to the left. It very well could have some issues right over here with these wicks. But if we create support right here, I do believe we're coming back up to 150, 180. But we just need to close above this area. And we're going to patiently wait. You know, a lot of people start to get impatient. They're like, oh my God, now we got the support forming right here. I'm just going to take this. And technically, this is kind of what I did on Wednesday when I saw that setup. I forget where it was. Today's Friday. It was Thursday. Yeah. Oh, right here. Me and Giovanni ended up getting faked out over here because we had this bullish trend and price just kind of wicked down. I was looking for like an intraday trade for price to continue bullish because we were retesting 149.200, which we had that major resistance at, right over here. So we thought price is going to mirror this move over here. So what we did was we were impatient, ended up taking this and getting faked out or wicked out, if you will. Reading some fundamentals. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was more of an experimental trade where I'm trying to catch these bigger moves, and I've seen that set up so many different times that I was pretty convicted that it was going to happen. Look at this. Okay. Maybe this is why we're having some troubles over here. Could be rejecting. Now, if we get a bearish close right in this area over here, this could be nice for sells. Anticipating volume. We're rejecting this bullish trend right over here. Gary, what's up, my man?
Hey, man.
How are them legs feeling?
Oh, already.
What
It'll be worse tomorrow.
was that?
It'll be worse tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Always worse the second day. Gio, I know you can hear me now, but I wanted to thank you for helping Gary out. That's huge, man. I knew you'd be able to, but I love that you were able to put together a workout for him. That's awesome. But so you're liking it. You did legs yesterday?
No, today.
Oh, today. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So, yeah, it's good.
What were you doing for him?
Hold on, I'll get the thing up. There was lunges, squats, dumbbell squats. I'll get the plan up. Hold on. Where's it? That's it. Dumbbell squats, goblet squat, Bulgarian split squat, stiff leg dumbbell deadlift, lunges, and then squat with body weight.
That's awesome.
So tough.
Hell yeah.
So.
Looks like we're coming down to fill this wick over here on GJ. Do you want to take something like this on a Friday? Wait for the 30-minute close.
Looking for a sell?
Yeah, well, I want to wait for candles to close. It's a Friday,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So wait for candles to exit this area. Do you see this trend that price has been following?
Yeah, and it's just bounced off, but it's come back inside it now. It looks like it's retested it and then pushed downside. Yeah, I get
It's
that.
retesting it, yeah.
Yeah.
Already retested. I've seen this a lot. But I want to wait for that candle close, at least the 15-minute, which will be the 30-minute because it's the second half of the 15.
Yes, sir.
It's the second half of the 30-minute as well. So if we get a bearish close like that, should be interesting. I'm just going to place got a little fake out on EJ. Look like price is forming support. Price is coming down to fill this wick over here. But we're trading sideways. Sheesh. Look at the yen.
Is that since that news came out?
No, this is from yesterday. Actually, 16. This is all during Asian. Because I looked at it last night and it was just pushing down like this. Now, are we going to get a retest of this previous support of the channel to continue bearish? Now I want to take a look at the dollar index. What do we have in store? Just want to see the next target. So we should be getting a drop on gold.
talk about a good Friday. After getting a new bike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my dad just got me a new like carbon fiber one. I'll send it in now. Literally brand new. I was looking at one for like they do this scheme in Ireland where it's like a bike to work scheme. So like you can pay like a deposit and then they'll take a specific amount out of your wage every month.
Okay.
And like you make huge savings on it and shit. But yeah, I got the deadly old New York, so can't wait to be finished work, go off for a spin.
That's awesome.
It is like top of the range as well. Is so nice.
Especially because you ride every day, so that's like
exactly. It's worth it. Like so,
like a new car.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. So we were pushing down on GJ. Maybe it's creating its bottom wick right now, and it's going to retrace, and then we could get our entry possibly. But
yeah,
this zone worries me a little bit. But if we get that close below on the 1 hour, that's a telltale sign that we're coming down to fill these wicks.
I'd like that. Again, it would be something I journal, but I probably won't take it because obviously it's just not clean enough to the left for me. But that comes back in and then retests it and then continues downwards. That'd be nice.
Yeah. It looks like we made this push down into this area, which is what concerns me a little bit because I know it's going to create its bottom wick, and we test a little bit. But is it just rejecting this area and creating a support, and is it just going to range from here?
Yeah,
that's the question. But what gives me confidence and why trend lines are so nice is because these help. We should be able to catch at least 10 pips out of this. The fact that we retested it, and now we're starting to come down, that's a nice confluence. It's just pretty nasty, though. Wait for candles to close.
See, this is what I would have hoped that the budget would have done. It would have shaken things up, and it would have given us something new to look at. Not obviously not new, as in like we've never seen it before, but as in like would have brought us down to a zone where we've got not as much consolidation, or up to a zone where we've never had much consolidation. Like,
percent. I think because it was so mixed.
Yeah, it wasn't like positive or negative,
Yeah. It was like just playing with everyone.
Yeah. Are you did you see your man Aljamain Sterling is fighting against your man Peter Yan tomorrow as well? It's supposed to be a good fight, and then Amanda Nunes is fighting as well. It's be a good one. She's like a -1,000 favorite, like, so it's just guaranteed she's gonna
monster.
Yeah, absolute freak of nature.
Yeah, she's awesome.
See, she was like, did you see the face off? And your one's wearing like these like high heels, like it's just so funny. She's like Amanda's like staring up at her, like, but it's just gonna be so obvious tomorrow night when they fight that they're both gonna be the exact same height, I'd say.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, I went to the face off at Madison Square Garden when McGregor fought what's his name? Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah, damn, that must have been fire.
Double championship. Yeah, but it was the first fight at the Garden. So like the Garden was packed. It was all free too. So like it was just welcoming everyone to come in. So I'm looking
that was some fight now, that was. I remember that. It was a nice fight.
Picked them apart, dude.
Yeah. If this wicks up and then it bounces back down and fills the wick on the left hand side after going up and retesting that zone, that'd be a good entry. But see the way it's come down so far, how many pips is that between the wick of the bottom and
Down
where?
here?
No, the just the candle, that one there. Yeah, how many pips is that down to?
Probably not much.
Yeah, see, that's why I wouldn't.
Pips.
It's just because it's wick down. It's like, yeah,
Like, you gotta ask yourself, is that worth it on a Friday?
yeah, exactly.
I don't want to be getting all crazy. Yeah, when it comes to a Friday, I'm completely okay missing a trade. If this happens, I'll journal it. But to me, like GJ is bullish,
Mm-hmm.
So I think its move, if you were to take sales, was this candle right here, right? Price
Yeah.
came down, but then ended up rejecting, and then we got a strong bullish candle right here. So yeah, it's just not worth taking on a Friday.
No.
I
think that it's like it's the feeling or a day you kind of have to get used to, like not trading on, if you know what I mean. Like it's just
we
I
have
would have
that
all
volume
when
though.
I started, I would have always been like, a Friday is no different to a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday, like, but it's just so different. Like
We have been getting volume on a Friday, and a couple
yeah.
weeks ago we were getting a lot of volume on Mondays. Yeah, this is our range right over here.
Just I'm gonna guess that it's not gonna break that 149,625 area. It's probably just gonna stick around there.
Yeah. I like the setup on EJ. It's just what's it called? Printing sideways though. I'm not really trending. Where gold's at?
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing nothing either. Wouldn't be surprised to see gold go like 1650 next week.
You see, oh yeah, I know. It's a fair block. How do I? There's an article on Bloomberg. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has dropped 14 pounds in weight after giving up late night cheese and chocolate in a new healthy eating regime.
So
That's newsworthy.
He tweeted about that as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
yeah,
Of course he did. It's great.
What happened to Trump? Is he still banned on Twitter and shit?
yeah.
YouTube came out with a statement yesterday saying that he's not permanently banned anymore. It's only if there's, you know, they sense like a threat of violence or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, it's very hairy for any kind of platform to completely erase a former president or president at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's dangerous, no matter who it is. Yeah, S&P and US 30 look very similar. Do. Yeah, I highly suggest you guys subscribe to Bloomberg. You don't have to like pay for it. I actually just got the subscription for it, but like you guys can sign up for the 5 things to start your day, and they send you an email every day for each edition, if you would call it that. Let's see. So they have the Americas edition, the Europe edition, and the let's flag this, and then the Asian edition as well. It's just a good thing to keep your eye on if you want to pay attention to fundamentals. I always talk about how important they are, but I'm finally like with the mentorship just starting and us getting, you know, the first month in. I've been able to figure out my schedule and kind of be able to get back into, you know, studying fundamentals and really back testing again and doing all that stuff. It was just, there was a grace period that you got to go through when it comes to opening something like this that, you know, I had to kind of take some time away from myself to pay attention to everything.
Steph, do you know anyone who's traded Bitcoin on MT4?
Yeah, Jade. Oh, not on MT4. I'm not too sure, but I know Jaden is very into Bitcoin.
Yeah, like I know people that are into it, but I don't know anyone that, or I haven't seen anyone that's like traded it, as in like, you know.
I mean I have Bitcoin on Cash App.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trade it on MT4 or 5. I don't think you can.
With Vantage, I can trade it, like, so I can short or I can long it, like, but BTC USD.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a game changer. I was just looking at it here, like, just seeing how it's been going, like, I seen someone like last night. I was just watching something. I can't remember what it was, but he was trading Bitcoin, and he was this was back in like 2020 at the very very start before lockdowns and stuff like that. But he was trading Bitcoin and all.
That's awesome. Yeah, I had no idea I could trade this on here.
Like, I don't know in terms of fundamentals and what way it works technically, but it could be a good one to look into, especially if it, with it being the way it is, and we talked about it. It's obviously not going to replace gold, but it could be a something else that you could look as something.
It's like if you have money that you can afford to lose, like why not throw it in Bitcoin? I mean, Jaden made a wild move, throwing a lot of money in there. I always say, it's got to be money you can afford to lose. Now, if we get a close above this area up here, we'll be coming back up to retest this.
It's a big move.
Oh yeah, but this is the higher time frames. It's the daily.
Yeah.
Daily is ranging right now. So is the 4 hour. What are the spreads like? Man, it moves so quick. You can't.
Doesn't it? Like, I've literally seen it move like 30, but I don't know whether or not that's like 3 pips or it's like.
Yeah, I'm honestly not too sure the way Bitcoin. I'm not the crypto expert over here. I don't claim to be.
Yes, sir. Looks like I retested that above when it came up on the 5 minute. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a nice setup right here.
It is.
Just a
I just wish it was cleaner, and it was a Tuesday.
It's just you're printing sideways. If this was a buy up here, that would make a lot more sense. How many pips are in here? You only have 18 pips to play with. Really, you only have like 10 based on where price is right now. You guys all have a trading plan sitting right in front of you, don't you? Awesome. Nathan, you're muted.
Yes, sir.
You got mana. Awesome. Gary, we still have to hop on our Zoom.
Man, I just was looking at like Bitcoin there, and I just wanted to see how much 0.01 lot size was on Vantage, and it's like 11 to 12% of my
wow
account. Like, I was like, what?
It's insane. A lot of volume.
Talk about risk management, like
a lot of volume. If you take a look at GJ now on the 15-minute, we closed bullish on the 15-minute in here.
It's gonna, if it passes that. Oh, interesting.
Got James Murray in here. What's up, buddy?
Hey guys, I'm back again.
Those things, buddy.
Good now. Been a busy morning.
Yes, sir.
Getting that work in.
Yeah, everything really.
There
Just
you
got a
go.
new dog too, so
Nice.
yeah,
What
that's what I was
kind?
dealing with just there.
It's awesome. We have our Zoom later, right?
Yeah,
Looking forward to it.
it was like 9:30 my time.
Yes.
What
Just wait
time is
till after all
it?
this COVID stuff, we can have like a proper meetup.
Yeah,
Fly over.
What?
We can fly over. We can all the Irish lads can fly over, coming over to take
Be
over.
awesome.
Come over to take over Manhattan.
Oh yeah. You guys ever watch Gangs of New York?
Yeah,
Great movie.
so good.
is this NFP going to be massive? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're expecting good numbers, but hold on, let me get this out. Earlier this week, let's check out what happened with payroll. Where is it? AFP. They were expecting great numbers for ADP, non-farm employment change, right? And it ended up being much worse than they were expecting and worse than previous. Now they're expecting positive numbers for non-farm employment change right down here. Expecting 197. Is this going to turn out being very underwhelming, I guess you could say?
Yeah.
We shall see. So we'll be keeping a close eye.
How would you normally trade NFP? Would you put like buy stops or just see how it happens?
I always trade the reaction to the news. So I wait
Mhm.
10, 15 minutes after the news comes out and see what the reaction to it is. Because if you trade the actual news, spreads are crazy and it's gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen people put buy stops and sell stops and just hoping one of them will hit.
I've been there. It's
Yeah.
it's almost not
crazy.
even worth it.
Yes.
Not even worth it.
I think I've only ever traded NFP once. Other than that, I just stay away.
Yeah. You just want to be smart. It's your money, you know?
Mm.
How's life over there, James?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
This is the weekend now. That's the good thing. Get time to do things that I want to do. During the week, it's just crazy.
I like the weekends because I have more of a chance to backtest.
Yes. More relaxing too, the back test. During the week, you have like that half an hour and then you have to do something else. But during the weekend, you have an hour or two. You can just relax and back test.
Yeah. 100%.
How's your Walmart store coming along?
It's good. It's good. I actually wrapped it to my dad
Nice.
so that he had some income.
It's just products from Alibaba, is it?
Yeah, but it was an Amazon store. I'm looking to get a Walmart store.
Okay.
Yeah.
When's that going to be
Walmart has
released?
bigger profit margins.
Oh, is it? Yeah. When's that going to be released? The Walmart store and stuff like that.
What was that?
When's the store going to be released? Like when's Walmart going to?
They're released right now. They're doing them right now. The dude that I do them with, yeah, he's got Walmart stores, and the profit margins are so much bigger than Amazon. So that's why I'm thinking about going that route instead of Amazon again.
Yeah. What kind of products would it be like?
It's all the highest search things on, and they're so random too. They could be like a little pond for your backyard. It's just whatever the VAs are researching, and that's what you're paying them for. They're
Okay.
researching all the highest products, adding them to your inventory. You know, if you were to do it on your own, you're creating a whole nother job for yourself. So I'd rather focus on trading.
Yeah. Like it's just drop shipping essentially, is it?
Yep.
Right.
Hey Pat, I'm gonna do my best. Great call on GJ. Guys got any plans this weekend? Mono?
Probably just back testing for me. Like,
There you
do a
go.
bit of gym work.
Love to hear it. Keeping yourself busy, huh?
Not a whole lot to do during lockdown.
Yeah.
It's good though because it keeps you focused, I suppose.
Oh, that's exactly how I looked at it back when
That's
we
what-
were really on lockdown.
Yeah.
But what's the extent of your lockdowns right now?
We can't go past 3 miles from my house.
What are they gonna do?
No, it's been like this long for about. No, we had a break at Christmas time. They gave us a week off. We could go where we wanted to. Then numbers
Right.
increased to like 10,000 a week or something. And then from there on, they did the 3 miles again. And where I live as well, 3 miles from me is there's not much.
Yeah, but how do they know you're 3 miles from your house?
They don't like. There's police. Maybe there's checkpoints around the place, but you can avoid them by going to the other roads. You know.
So you're basically in a compound in your town.
Yeah, pretty much. But like,
They
I can
don't
get
let
away
you
with
go.
it too. But there's no point going anywhere because there's nothing open. So you may as well stay in your 3 miles. You know.
That's crazy. No, thank you.
Yeah, where I'm at, we still have the curfews. It's crazy. 8 p.m., man.
Curfew doesn't make sense.
I know, but hey.
Where are you at?
What's up?
Where are you at, Manny?
From Quebec, Canada.
Okay. You still have a curfew?
Yeah, from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m.
And there's a police out like at 8 p.m. Like.
On the first day, there was a lot because I do Uber deliveries, so I'm allowed to be outside past 8. And on the first day, there was police everywhere, but now it's just back to normal. But if you get caught, it's like 1.5K just to be out after 8 p.m.
It's a joke.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
It's an absolute joke what's going on.
Yeah. And even though you have all the papers to prove that you're allowed to be there, they really make sure that it's not fake and everything. It happened to me once. Like they really check on you. I had to show everything on my Uber app, and I even had food in the car, and they were still like trying to get all my details just to make sure I wasn't faking it and just trying to be outside after 8. It's a bit crazy.
So ridiculous. Treating people like animals.
Yeah, it felt like a movie, man. Police everywhere. They were just running around the city with their lights open. Not without the sound, but the lights were open, and they were just on all the main streets, man, just roaming around. But that was only the first day. Yeah.
It's that authoritarian type of
Yeah.
government.
At least it stayed for like 1 or 2 days. Now it's back to normal, but that was a bit scary, man.
When was this? This was back in the very beginning.
No, it was a few months ago. I think it was on January 8th, like last month or some shit. That's when it started.
Like I could see back in the very beginning, March, April, May, when like no one really knew what was going on. Like they had to stay strict. I get it. But like after a while, we start to see the science and how most people aren't affected. Most people are asymptomatic.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I like my freedom.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy.
And we complain here in Jersey. Oh man,
Yeah. No, you guys are good, man.
I know. We got restaurants open.
Oh shit, nice. I miss them. I miss the restaurants, man.
I bet.
It's
And then
sad.
you got places like Florida, Texas, completely open.
Yeah, that must be sick though. I wonder how it's gonna impact it. How long have they been open, like fully opened?
Florida's been open for quite some time. And they, according to the cases and everything, they don't get really affected by it.
Oh, that's good.
Look at the COVID numbers.
If they have enough space in the hospitals, that's the big argument here, is that we don't have enough space in the hospital.
Well, they basically did the opposite of what New York did. They saw Cuomo and they're like, "I'm not going to do that with the nursing homes."
You got restaurants open. I can't even get a haircut.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Everything's shut here.
COVID deaths per state by March 4th. New York, number 1. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see how they're calculating this. Yeah, Florida and Texas are really like the middle of the pack when it comes to deaths per 100,000 people. So deaths per 100,000 people in New York, New Jersey is actually number 1, 263. New York is 244. But then all the way down to the middle of the list, you got Texas and Florida, which are completely open, 154 and 146. And to me, I think deaths and hospitalizations are probably number 1. Yeah, wow. It's insane. So how do you guys feel right now about your trading? Like, where do you guys feel like you're at? Do you feel comfortable? Like are there things that you know you need to work on specifically? Let's have like a discussion about where everyone's at.
I'm still looking to get confident into setups. I
Okay.
have too many of these. You know, Raja, when he says you always say but, like, yeah, I'm gonna take this, but that's where I'm at right now.
So you're looking for an extra confirmation.
Yeah, always. And
Yeah.
I've always done that. Yeah.
Yeah. When it's your setup and you're waiting for candles to close and it's the exact setup you always look for, you can't hesitate.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to execute. Just execute like a small position if you're not, if you don't feel comfortable. But if it's your setup, don't hesitate at all. Like, you're putting money on the line, you're risking, and that's it. That's what you've been studying. It's what you've been working on for a long time now, building that skill. But when you get all those setups, like I have it in my trading plan under strategy and under the entry section, perfect setup, do not hesitate. Also look at the time, look at study the candles and the wicks, check all the time frames right before you enter, and then also check the range. What's the stop loss going to be? How big of a range is this for me to trade in? Also check the price. You want to look right. Where are we right now when it comes to psychological levels? Right now we're forming support at 149,600. And we're in a range up until 149,800. So we want price to break out of this range, get a clean move to the left if we close above.
Yes, sir. It's always different too. Like, I have, there's always a couple setups you're very confident about, but sometimes it depends. Like, let's say I won like 2 trades in a row. I'm scared to lose one, so I'm going to be less confident in a very good setup for me. This is hard to get a hold on to. That's what I'm working on.
Is that the same day you're talking about?
What'd you say?
Is this the same day?
No, not
the third trade?
No. Like, let's say I stack up. Either the more I lose, the less I'm scared to take trades, and the more I win, the more I'm scared to take trades. I don't know how, like, I want to conserve the profits.
Afraid to lose.
Yeah. And when I lose too much, I start to, like, I don't know how you said that, manufacturing trades. I start trying to find too many trades. Yeah.
But
working on that mental thing.
Absolutely. You want to just learn that and understand that you're building that house and you're building those bricks and placing those bricks down carefully, right? Each brick is a well-planned trade and you're building that house. You don't want to just throw those bricks around. I talk about that all the time. Just it's not just going to build itself.
Yeah.
You got to lay it perfectly in the cement. Next one, perfectly in the cement, methodically and with a plan, right?
Yes,
And that's how you want to think about your trading. And you're going to be so much calmer when you're doing that, knowing that you have a plan. All right, if price closes above this area and we get like a retest right here, we could come right back up into this area over here, especially for the fact that GJ is bullish. It is the end of a week. So what are we doing over here on the weekly? So we already created our top wick. We retraced, right? We retraced, and now sometimes towards the end of the week, we get a little bit more of a bullish movement to close. So we'll see what happens over here. We created the bottom wick on the daily. Are we retracing a little bit? And where's this daily candle going to close? Is it going to close over here by these candle bodies? And in that case, we're going to start to fall a little bit before the market close. Or is it going to retrace a little bit and close up here? 4 hour. Are we going to close below this support over here, these candle body closes, or are we just wicking down into this area, previous resistance over here? I can't do it, but previous resistance over here, and now it's rejecting, closing back in this range. Are we going to form support here and continue bullish next week? Right?
Right.
That's why all time frames are so important. Just keep asking yourself that. Right now, we're forming that support. Just like we said, that's why we didn't take those sells. We're bullish on GJ. We know what we're looking at. Price is in a bullish trend over here. Forming support at a previous resistance, previous rejection point, and now forming support to continue back up. And it's just going to be in this range over here, probably until next week. Gary, how about yourself? What is there anything that you're working on? I know we haven't had our second Zoom yet, but we could go over something now. Maybe other people are having the same issues.
Mine's just my journaling.
Journaling, got it.
Yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm doing one. I didn't take it, but I'm journaling one that I've obviously seen. Doing it now, just giving it a go.
Good stuff. Are you getting used to Trello now?
Yeah, since you explained it a bit better yesterday.
There you go. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's each column is a week, and then you just open a new card right over here.
Yeah.
Put your title in, whatever you want your title to be, but I highly suggest putting as much detail as possible into that journal, into that title, so the time, the date, the exact time that you're taking this. Like right here, this would have been at 6:43, not 6:45. This entry would have been, right?
Okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
This is last night on gold. 30-minute impulse entry. Price came down, created the low. Resistance formed at a previous support. Came down, broke the consolidation here on the 30-minute. If you look at the 15-minute closed below that area, and you could have entered anticipating price to continue bearish to retest that low. 47 pips right there during Asian. But I put all the time frames in here. I didn't put as much detail on this because it's pretty simple. But if you look at like this one, you put your detail on. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you doing? What are you looking at as far as the higher time frames? That's what I put into 1, right? Like, okay, price is doing this. It's retesting this level. These prices are important. All that stuff. Okay, entry. At first, buys. At first, buys look like they could be around 5:30 to correct the bearish move, but I didn't take it as markets technically weren't open. So the entry ended up being number 3. So entry as the 30-minute created the resistance. This is GJ. So got a strong bearish push, low created. Same thing with gold. Resistance formed, anticipating 7 o'clock volume to push in, and retest low, it's exactly what happened. You would have grabbed 30 pips right here.
Yeah.
Stop loss at break even after securing at 10, and then right there. That's why I always suggest you guys go back into my journal and look at all the trades I took, would have taken, all the trades I failed on. That should be a huge help for you guys.
Hey Steph, have you ever backtested GCAD and noticed anything different, like from the GJ?
I haven't.
Moving like pretty similarly.
Does it? I'm sure it does. Probably mainly. What am I doing?
You got to be more aware of what's going on here in Canada, and
Exactly.
But now it's ranging. Like if you when you get to the 30-minute, you'll see.
It's been ranging for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see this? Like I never did any of this.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Not even when you first started. That might be like a first thing. Or no, yeah, that was on another chart as well.
It barely, dude. You guys have been ranging.
Yeah.
Forever. I don't know how people trade this. Yeah, that's the thing with currencies. Currencies is normally it hovers around the same price. Like the stock market traditionally is bullish. It always goes up. Even with corrections, it's always going up. Currencies is sideways.
Yeah. And if you look like at the monthly, it just keep decreasing in value.
Yeah.
All of them.
See.
I don't know, like should we be worried about that? Like all the currencies are just losing value.
I know.
Over time.
All the printing.
Yeah. Have you seen the Hong Kong dollar chart? What it looks like?
No.
It's just there's like a top and a bottom, and price just range between that. Like
What's the symbol?
I think it's HKD USD or something.
Nah. This is the 12-month.
Nice.
What the hell?
The hell is that? Is it this one?
Has to break that zone right there.
Yeah.
150 pips. I'll be taking that trade now.
What the hell?
What the hell? It's like a
there you
barcode.
go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Good luck trading this. Imagine scalping this.
I guess you just sell the top and buy the bottom, right?
You have a serious problem. Serious degenerate gambling problem if you're in this. Trying to scalp.
I saw one guy on Instagram just trolling, and when it hit that level that it never passes above, he hit a sell or some shit, and he got a little profit out of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If you look at it, it's pretty clean price action. Like you got a clear resistance right here. You break that resistance, it comes up, retests, and then just drops.
There you go.
Textbook.
Comes exactly to a certain price that it was at before and retests it. Right here, you got that bearish candle after closing below the support. Oh man, I'm talking myself into trading this. Very clean price action.
There we go. What does it look in terms of pips, eh? Like what are the ranges like?
Like, let's see how big this candle is. Yeah, 0.2 pips.
What the? And it's
What?
the 4 hour as well, man.
This is 1 pip.
Wow.
That's probably why. So the 4 hour on GJ is rejecting. Getting that support formed over here. I can't wait for next week. I'm gonna have a huge week next week.
Yes, sir.
Huge.
Oh, right.
Huge week. Let's see what gold is doing.
I'm going to trade gold next week as well as GJ once I feel comfortable with it. Once I back test this weekend.
Awesome.
And I completely lower the lot size on it and, just follow risk management. The only thing with gold is, as we said, like you're not more likely to take you kind of are more likely to take trades in gold, as in like multiples.
How do you like that trading plan we put together?
It's worked exactly as it should. We actually
Just stick to it.
Yeah, have my Harry Potter diary right here.
Yes, sir.
What we said, like, yeah. So, well, yeah. There's not. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually not going to do gold next week because we said 2 weeks. So I'm only going to trade GJ next week. There's no point adding gold in, and then we can just reanalyze it after next week, and I'll only be stronger than going after back testing that much on gold.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I talked to Sharma last night.
Jesus, did you see that trade? The 130K? Holy shit!
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's nothing new either.
Oh really?
Oh no, she kills it. She kills it.
Jesus, man, that was crazy.
We're looking to put together a platform for both of our groups where we're looking at web designers right now where we can get a platform where we could journal, backtest everything all in one terminal.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Everything is, you get your stats, everything's there. You put your screenshots in there, kind of like Trello, but also like Google Sheets as well, where, it's, Soft4fx. You know how you could get your stats?
Yeah, the ones you can export to Excel.
Exactly.
Like when you go into the trade stub. Yeah.
We're looking to do that with like live trading.
Oh shit.
But with a journal too.
Nice.
Kind of create our own type of. I haven't traded this account in a little bit.
100%. All right.
Yeah, man. Only like 2 or 3 months.
Damn.
But I've been just backtesting on TradingView, so I haven't been using this as much. I'm backtesting all of 2019, so this is July now. I think I started in April with this account. April 2019.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm starting February. I got to March.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Account. Where's the
It's in. You're looking for the spreadsheet?
I'm looking for the stats.
Isn't it in the trades tab and then you go into history? Or it's not the stats I'm thinking.
Oh yes. Wow. Shows how much I haven't been on here in a minute.
It's in the history. Oh shit, graph. I didn't know you could see that. Nice.
Yeah, you got stats over here. But we're looking to put something like this together with your live account.
Yeah, just like my FX book, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Nice. I just recently started using my FX book. I used to just record everything on Google Sheets. You know that data sheet I sent you guys?
Yeah.
It's in the course. Do you guys use that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, you like the formulas in there?
Yeah, it's perfect. Like there's not like it's perfect. Like it's everything you need to keep track of, because if you don't keep track of it, you just forget, and then it's just there's no point like keeping an eye on your you're just like not even tracking your progress at that stage. Then you don't really know where you're going, whether
what you track grows. It's the same thing with the money slide too. You guys are tracking your money on there, tracking your credit cards, paying them off, making sure you're building that credit score.
Yes, sir.
Credit
Oh,
score
yeah.
and reputation are the most important things in business. So just make sure you guys keep that up.
You guys should get a credit card just to pay it off.
Yeah. What you guys should be doing is every time you go out and buy things, the number one rule with a credit card is only use it on something that you can afford to pay off right away. So when you go to the store, you get groceries, say you spend $50, spend it on the credit card. As soon as you leave and get in your car, pay that off right away. That's how you build your credit. You build a credit utilization. Now you don't want the utilization to be anywhere higher than 30%.
How do you check what your credit score is? Because I have my phone, I bought it out on credit and I pay it back every month, like, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I don't know.
right now I'm at about 715 right now, only because my utilization is so high from starting that Amazon store.
Okay.
So when your utilization is higher than 30%, your credit score is gonna take a little hit right there.
Okay.
But what I'm working on is paying those credit cards off right now, kind of living below my means, paying everything off as much as I can so that I can start the next business. Because you always want to leverage debt to start a business. Don't start it with your own money.
Yeah.
We got NFP coming up soon.
Here it is.
Drum
Was
roll.
that half one?
High spread on the way.
But 8 minutes.
Yes, 8 minutes.
That's not going to have any effect on. That's only going to be dollar pairs.
Dollar pairs and gold.
Yeah.
So we'll see the S&P and US 30 like very similar. Well, we should get some volume in the other pairs, but nothing like too crazy like you're gonna see on gold. Sometimes gold is a dud.
Yeah.
Did you guys see what I was doing yesterday with back testing it
Yeah.
over here? So this was last month. Last month ended up being much worse than the actual, or the actual ended up being much better than the previous. Now gold just went into a bullish trend over here. It started over here.
What are we expecting from today's NFP? Are we expecting good or bad?
Just continue bullish. So today we're expecting better numbers, much better numbers. But at the same time, like I was telling James before, I don't know who that is. We were expecting, let's see. Where are we at? Unemployment claims. EDP over here. Previous was good. We were expecting a lot better, and we got a lot worse than previous and forecast.
Okay.
So when it comes to
So if it's good,
now,
as we're expecting it to be good, it's going to drop, right?
well, we don't know. That's why we're kind of we're in this ranging market right now. Price is just waiting for NFP since yesterday afternoon. We've just been in this range, so now we're gonna see what ends up happening. Nathan, send that picture of McGregor.
Which one?
The one you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. Hang on there. Let me go find that one. It's actually a video.
I've seen the one of him in Vegas.
Oh, you're not going to like this one. The one that he's with is horrible looking.
Is this recently?
It's probably, what would it be?
Probably a couple of years ago when he was just in the dumps. He was not in a good place.
No. It all went to his head.
Oh, yeah. 4 minutes. NFP. NFP. Got about a four pip spread on gold right now. Just standard.
Looks like GG is gonna close above that zone as well.
UJ?
GG.
UJ. That's what we've been waiting for, right?
Yeah.
It's got that bottom wick.
Yeah, that's good.
Close.
Yeah. I'm gonna mute my phone, right?
Dun, 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 dun.
Check our DMs there.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Just want to keep.
Look at this.
Oh man. Oof. Hold on. I just want to bring gold up here real quick.
She goes kind of closer to him towards the end. If it's the same video, you can see the net, see the back.
Ah, what the hell?
Yeah, there he is.
What the hell? That's fucked up.
Isn't it, bro? Isn't it? Just goes to show.
Yeah, he was in a good place. That's probably some girl he used to hook up with back when he was younger.
Definitely.
What's gold gonna do? That's so weird.
Starting to move.
Wow.
Damn, gold just tanked.
Yeah, it's moving.
So good numbers, eh? Yo, shit. GG dropped as well.
It dropped.
I mean, it was about to close above that that zone, and it just went straight
the
back
numbers?
to its open.
Wow. Very good numbers. Gold should continue to drop.
Would you take a trade on based off it?
No, I'm gonna wait for the reaction to the news. So it's gonna continue to drop with numbers that good. So we could get like a retest real quick on the lower time frames and take this down now that we're clearing out of this range.
Yeah.
Could have placed a sell stop below here,
Yeah.
but yeah, that would have been
Dodgy.
yeah. I like looking at the lower time frames over here. Let's see what it does. Okay.
Can't wait to finish work and go for a cycle.
What's that, buddy?
Said I can't wait to finish work and go for a cycle.
Oh yeah, especially with a new bike. Did you
Yes,
send the
sir.
new bike over?
Yeah, it's in the fitness group. Damn gold.
No, with
Yeah, it's a nice bike. It's a carbon fiber one. It's real light and all.
that's awesome.
You should get a Swift. Did you ever hear of that for the bike?
No, what is it?
Swift, it's called. It's so it's like virtual riding. You can ride in your sitting room.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
connected to the
I've
TV.
seen them. They're deadly there.
Yeah, especially in Ireland with the rain and dark nights and everything.
You were telling me, bud.
And it's a lot safer. Like, yeah, and it's
Yeah.
cool because you can do different routes around the world and you can compete with people, and it shows your output of watts and everything.
Yeah. Did you see do you know those trainers, the bike trainers, you put them on the back wheel and you can just kind of cycle indoors or whatever?
Yeah, turbo
Oh,
trainer.
Yeah, I was looking to get one of those, but they're like €180. And they were going for like €30 on Aldi just before lockdown kicked in.
Yeah, I got one for about €80 in Halfords.
Yeah. I looked
But,
at Halfords, they only had ones for like 250. I was like, what?
Yeah, and if you buy a crappy one, like they don't really work too well.
Exactly. I was just like, there's no point forking out the money and just paying for a crappy one when it's just gonna break. Like,
Yeah, it's mainly the noise off the crappy ones done. They're
Yeah.
pretty noisy. But if you get a good one and get it's like a thing you put on the back wheel
yeah,
and it connects to the computer, and then you can do the Swift then.
they're deadly, man. I've seen loads of the professional footballers use them. They look really good.
Yeah. Like the proper setup for Swift is like €1,000 if you want the proper electric turbo trainer.
So it's crazy how expensive like gym equipment and fitness equipment has gotten since the lockdown kicked in. Like, it's just mad.
Yeah, I saw a guy in the UK. He started making homemade gym equipment, and he's only about my age. He's like 22, and he turned £1 million in profit.
Oh, I
Homemade
went
gym.
there last week out to Tallaght in Dublin.
Yeah.
Picked up a load of concrete weights that were like made by these lads using cement mixer, and then just putting them and setting them. Absolutely hilarious. Like,
Yeah, pretty good value.
I spent like 320. Like, for like 5 sets of heavy weights. Like, so it was perfect. Like,
That wasn't too bad.
no,
Did
it
you
wasn't
get
too bad at
Did
all.
you get the bar and all?
No, I didn't get a bar. I just got dumbbells, like, because I wasn't really bothered, like, and I didn't really like. He was doing like a deal of like 700 quid for like bar, dumbbells, and like loads of other stuff and all. But I was like, there's probably no point in me like forking out all that money and then some of it being not that good in quality and stuff like that. So, I just got the dumbbells. Like, I probably would go back to them though.
Yeah, they're handy, right? Doesn't matter
They're
what
very
like
handy.
what they're made out of once they're to do the job. Like,
Yeah, well, see, I had to coat the cement blocks in like rubber spray, because you know the way if you chip off the side of cement, it just kind of pops off.
oh yeah,
So I had that problem.
See this whole rejection right here on
What's that
gold?
from?
You see this?
Yeah,
This is why, you want to kind of wait. It's like a quick scalp if you're in there for the news. but you want to wait for the reaction to it. So are we coming up to retest this area, get some clean price action right after to continue sells down?
MetaTrader is so slow. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or it's just my MetaTrader being super slow.
Yeah, dude, that's clearly him in that video. It's crazy.
Oh, 100%.
I thought maybe it's some dude that looks like him.
No,
There's
but
those
like, yeah.
impersonators that are like just crazy people.
Oh, weirdos out there, man.
I know.
He's in Dubai at the moment. He's living the life with the
Yeah.
kids and the wife.
He's back in Dublin, or he's back in Ireland now. He was in a Dublin gas station there, put up a video of him, put it on his Instagram of him, and like went into the gas station looking to buy a bottle of proper 12. Like, so funny. He's the only fella in the place not wearing a mask. Like, so funny.
Yeah. He lives out in Kildare, isn't it?
Yeah, he lives out in the K Club.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's massive gaff.
I remember he was put up a picture once. He had a few horses or something.
It's just, yeah, like, it's just obnoxiously rude at like that stage, you know.
I know, yeah. And all these cars he has too.
Oh, that's one thing when I get rich and when I have all this wealth, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna have some car collection, like.
Oh yeah, man. Have the businesses pay off the cash or the cars.
Exactly.
Could even make them business expenses.
Trade-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be diving into taxes and everything like that as well. I'm gonna do a whole section in the course.
Yeah.
It really depends on where you're at. Maybe not a section on the course, but basically I had to look it up and see like, you know, what kind of tax advantages would I have, because everyone's in different spots of the world. So
Yeah.
probably wouldn't make sense to do a. I am doing a section on credit though, but what's it called? You But yeah, there's so many different advantages that you could, you know, take advantage of with taxes.
Mm. Would you have anticipated a pullback after that NFP news? Even though I know obviously you took a massive dump first.
I was thinking about a pullback. I didn't think it was back in the range.
Yeah.
But that's why you don't trade it. It's
Trade.
a complete gamble.
Yeah.
What did I say about GJ?
It's just ranging.
You made a good call, right?
Yes, sir. James, where are you based, buddy?
I'm down in Cork.
Down in Cork.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
You know, I'm on the outskirts. You know, Watergrass Hill.
No, not really.
Glanmire, Fermoy.
Near Foda Island.
Yeah, I'm about half an hour from Foda. Were you in Dublin, near the centre?
No, I'd be about half hour away from the city centre. I'm on the outskirts. Live in beside Dundrum. Do you know Dundrum? Yeah.
Oh yeah, near the shopping centre.
Yeah, about 5 minutes from Dundrum.
I wouldn't know Dublin too well now.
Yo, can you guys speak Gaelic?
Yeah.
Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Irish or Gaelic?
Irish.
Oh wow, I always thought it was that was like the incorrect term when it comes to the language. I always thought it was Gaelic.
Yeah, when I was in America, everyone was asking me that question. Do I speak Gaelic?
Really?
I was like, no,
It's
Irish
probably
and
so
Gaelic.
annoying.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, it's probably so annoying.
You get used to it though.
It's crazy. I'm a big history guy, right? So I'm always like studying history, reading about it, watching different things on it, and it's crazy the influx of the Irish coming into America back in the early, 1900s, late 1800s, and then even way before that, and how badly they were treated. Um, Irish, like every when it comes to America, we welcome people of all different race, creeds, colors, doesn't matter. You can always come here, and as long as you work hard, you can find a job and do your thing, right? But every back then at least, it's a lot different now, but every kind of ethnicity, every time they would come in, it'd be a whole nother cycle of them trying to acclimate themselves into America and maybe not being accepted as much. But the Irish back then were, it's crazy just reading about, all these different, whatever you want to call them, ethnicities coming in. I don't know. You have to read about it to see. I don't want to say any of the wrong things.
Yeah, like I have Irish like long distance cousins in America now, but they never said anything like that. But they're wealthy. I don't know much about them, but I know they're wealthy. But I think they must have worked their way up.
Yeah, none of that happens now. This is back long, long time ago when
The family,
the whole Ellis Island kind of influx of immigrants started coming into New York, trying to find jobs. It was much different then. Now it's the 21st century. It's nobody cares about where you're from or anything.
It's like that movie, Brooklyn or something. I think that's
Gangs of New York.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one now, but I think there's one of them. It's called Brooklyn, or it's based in Brooklyn.
Wait, you haven't seen Gangs of New York?
No, I haven't.
Have you heard about it?
And that's actually the first time I heard of it. I'm gonna Google it right now.
Here, I'll play the trailer right now.
It's a brilliant film.
It's one of the best ever. Like a top 5 movie for me.
I'm a big movie watcher too, so I'm surprised I haven't.
Do you know who Martin Scorsese is?
I'm not very good at actor names now.
No, he's a director.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
New York. The trailer is probably stupid. Yeah, it's probably one of those stupid trailers. They used to make really bad trailers. Can you guys hear this?
Yeah. That's one thing I've noticed. You have the weirdest ads over in the US.
Yeah.
Strange outline.
Winner 2002 Golden Globe.
Yeah, here we go. These stupid trailers.
Including Best Picture.
On my challenge, we have met at this chosen ground to settle for good and all who holds sway over the 5 points, us natives or the foreign horde.
Hold on 1 second.
With this knife that struck him down, let me put to rest my father's ghost. Who are you? Get a pretty son, aren't you? His name's Amsterdam. Amsterdam? I'm New York. Everybody owes, everybody pays. You think you're doing? So why'd you guys do it? We're not in love with him. Four of us coming off these ships every day. 15,000 Irish a week. Get all of us together. We ain't got a gang. We got an army. Judge. Challenge accepted. Let's take the thought. I'm on paper something. I give you my word. This will all be finished tomorrow.
It's just basically the entire movie. You're on mute.
Is that DiCaprio?
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna watch this tonight. It looks good.
It's one of the best movies ever.
Like with Cameron Diaz and Leonardo DiCaprio. That was a good movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it just gives you an insight into, like, you know, your heritage a little bit when they used to come over here. Obviously everything is kind of Hollywoodized, you know, in a sense like that, but it's a really good movie.
What are your roots, Steph?
What's up?
What are your roots? Do you know? Like
I'm Greek.
Greek.
I have Irish in me too. I have Italian in me, French. Got a good amount.
I was wondering when with your name. That's why.
Yeah, it's Greek. My dad's 100% Greek. And then my mom has, you know, bunch in her.
She from New Jersey.
Yes. Yeah, my dad actually is I'm a first generation American. My dad came here from Cyprus to go to college, ended up meeting my mom and staying. But looks like we're not getting much. You see this? Damn. That's sticky right there. I'm actually I gotta take a picture of this. Wow. And that's why we don't trade news. You trade the reaction to it.
No, absolutely. It's crazy.
Yeah. Now you can go back and back test it and understand the way it moves. And then maybe the next time or the time after that, you could set that buy stop, sell stop either side and anticipate price to break that. You know, that's not where you're leaving a runner either. You're grabbing your certain pips that you want, maybe 10, 20 pips on gold, and putting your stop loss either break even or just closing the full thing.
Yeah.
Because something like that could happen very quickly. Look at this. But guys, I'm about to head off. I actually have to head up to the airport real quick. But guys, it's the weekend. It's where we get great, right?
Yes, sir.
In the work, most people aren't doing it. Most of the people that are already accomplished, or the people that are just wondering why they aren't accomplished yet, aren't doing anything in the weekends. They're not back testing. They're not journaling. They're not studying their past trades. And again, if you guys are feeling some lack of motivation right now, the best way that you can grab your motivation back is by putting the work in, by taking action on whatever you got to do. It's by back testing. Like I said, throw your phone on the other side of the room and just back test for an hour. Journal the trades. Journal what has gone on NFP the last 5 times it's come out, right? So that you can grab some of these moves. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to Sunday. We're going to do our market breakdown at 1:15, going over everything that we need to do, anything that we want to talk about over the weekend as well, any kind of certain subjects you guys want to go over. Please don't hesitate to let me know. And yeah, guys, have a great weekend, all right?
Nice one. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see you on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to it.
See you later, lads.
Yeah.
I know.
See you guys.
Yeah.